Colleagues, welcome to the Cut Code channel. We are continuing our MoonShine tutorials and continue to cover the topic of fields. Let's still gesture, and, with the help of field methods, implement some interesting case study. Today we're going to work with file uploading, but we're going to take a slightly different approach. Since MoonShine first version, one of the good subscribers of Telegram community Cut Code wrote about the fact that the field for image uploading lacks also an additional input, where we could enter a link and upload an image via a specific link, not from the file system. Back then, we ignored this point and decided to implement it in version 2. And as it happens, we didn't do it in 2 either, because the tools we already have in 2 allow us to do it all easily on our own. Now I'll show you how, and at the same time we'll look at some more interesting methods of working with fields. Let's create again a simple text field, where we will enter a link with a picture. Okay, we have thumbnail in the base. Then let's work through the methods. Firstly, friends, an interesting method, called before render. Let's see what it is now. In this case, we specify an anonymous function, it has a parameter in the form of the current field. And we simply return the state of the preview in before render. What have we done here? We have a text field, it's just an input, but before this input we will also return the state of this field, but in preview mode. By the way, for those who don't know, we have fields in 2 states. This is the standard, rendered state, where we see the form element. And the preview, which is used there in tables, in the detailed state, everywhere except in the form. If a value can be displayed as a picture or a badge, it should be implemented based on the field and logic. Additionally, a text field can be created to display uploaded pictures on top of the form. Not only did we have a line, but we could also make sure that really, everything is loaded, we have the picture. That said, we need to change this preview with you. Because the text box has a preview that's just a string, just text. We are not satisfied with it, so let's change it. Function, so we're going to have the value of the field here. Then we're going to return the view. We're going to use the view from MoonShine, from the UI, and we're going to have an image. Okay. And we'll pass the value. Let's take, so if we have a value, then storage, URL, value, so that we have an image displayed with you immediately, or we don't have it, we'll return null with you. Okay, we've changed the preview, we've added it to the form, and now we need to change the saving logic with you. Not just save text, but also at the same time load it by URL, and save it to your storage. On apply, function. Accordingly, we will have a parent model and a string from the text field. Let's return the parent model right away, but if we have a value present, we will save. Yes, we don't need to save every time, but only if we have a value present, and it is different from what is already in the database. Next, let's take base name. Okay, 2, great. Then storage. Put. Let's go straight to the root. We take, respectively, the data on the link. And after success, we can add all sorts of checks here, but we're not going to do that with you right now. Thumbnail equals base name. So, let's have a look. First, it's not an item, but data. Overall, it looks like everything is fine, but perhaps it is not. We will look at it now. Let's go back, let's refresh, we see that we have input. No before render so far because it's empty. We also have preview working, so far everything is empty. Let's go to cutcode.dev to copy some image. And let's just go from the preview. Copy the link. Copy the image address. Super. Let's go back. Paste thumbnail and click save. Friends, just cool, before render worked. Here we have the image. Also we see the link here. And we see that we have the preview also works. Here we have the thumbnail, everything is super.